It's Lakers. Lakers on the break. I mentioned this dunk earlier. LeBron throwing down the windmill reverse. All right, so which was better, that one or this one from 2005? Because the man hasn't aged in this respect.
Well, there was a little bit more speed on the approach in 2005, but the majestic play of last night seems like it ranks higher, I think.
I'm going last night because he's 35 years old and still doing this. I am so jealous. Wow, King.
He could have just laid it up, right? But he's like, nope, I'm going to put on a show for the fans at Staples.
Look at that.
I
That's
like
incredible.
the over two, though. Good.
Didn't celebrate. Get back on D against the Rockets.
They did not win, so there is that. Pelicans Bulls. Thomas Sadaransky trying to float one over Zion. It doesn't go well.
I don't know why.
Look at us
people
celebrating
keep trying
defense
him.
here.
I don't know why people keep trying him.
It never works for a guard in the paint to double clutch on a shot. It's the basis of getting embarrassed.
He's so underrated as a shot blocker. I'm telling you.
And he's underrated as a
Zion is underrated
passer.
at anything.
He's underrated as a passer too. I'm telling you. What's happened in the NBA these last 2 weeks is distracted from how great he's been. He has had a spectacular start to his career.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Stay healthy.
Please.
Get there. Make aggression. We had some powerful slams last night. All right, so check out Jackson Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Watch the JJ Redick reaction. JJ's seen some things. All right, Terrence Ross.
Oh, coming down the
Forgot about T.
baseline.
Ross.
And Giannis. Right? Everyone's getting angry at the rims last night.
Giannis had it on his mind.
Woo.
I'm still laughing. I forgot about T. Ross.
See,
See, this is why he does this. So you remember he's here.
it's always.
700 players in the NBA.
That's in some traffic there.
Boom.
I like Hayes though. He's athletic. He's a little raw, but I like him.
Miss anticipation. Giannis is dominating the Sixers last night. Look at some of these moves.
Okay, we saw Daddy Ball earlier. That's like Granddaddy Ball because he's going with the layup.
That's work, and it's against MB. Like, come here. Too small.
I think you said last night, Perk, the Bucks owed the Sixers one.
And he had it on his mind.
Yeah.
What he had, 32 and 20? Shaq.
36 and 20
Oh, I'm sorry.
and like 6 assists or something.
That help the Sixers traded for did not make it in time for last night. We'll have to see.
It wouldn't have helped, right?
No, I don't think it would have made a big difference.
He was on
Two
the
bench
list.
shooters was not going to be the
There was
difference.
some Elijah action there with the up and under.
Man, we're talking about the Bucks more in this show. They are just phenomenal. Make previews. Magic Knicks, Aaron Gordon throwing down 2 separate reverse slams in Madison Square Garden.
Drop still.
All right, so you were talking about Derrick Jones Jr. in the dunk contest, but Aaron Gordon is back in the dunk contest this year, Perk. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, but he's, Rachel, like, that's impressive, but I'm talking about Jones sticking his head in the rim, though.
Well,
like,
yeah, no, and he gets up and he throws it in the thrunts, right? I don't know though. Aaron's got good style.
So here's the thing: to be a great dunker, you can't be too tall. But Jones isn't too tall, but he's got really long arms. He's got arms like he's 6'10".
Right.
Right.
So he's got the perfect package to win this dunk contest.
I don't know though. I would say that the dunks Aaron turned in that was in. Where was it? The dunk contest.
I don't know, but it was great.
Right. It was with the stuffed mascot, right? Yeah. So
They were great. I agree.
I'm just saying. I think he's got something special planned for Chicago. I'm excited about the dunk contest. Dwight Howard. It's going to be good. Pat Connaughton. It's going to be good. Last night, the Rockets debuting Robert Covington and their super small ball approach. Russell Westbrook led the way with 41 points. I'm telling you, I was in the building last night. He just had it. He just had it the whole night. He looked fantastic. Rockets outscoring the Lakers by 30 from the three-point line. And here is Mike D'Antoni after the game. This is a very telling soundbite. Take a listen.
Anytime you try something different, these guys got to believe in it. This helps. This helps a lot. Because you go here, you come in here and you get spanked, and we're all little, and it's like, oh, maybe we can't do this. But so they're fired up, and we'll keep trying, and so it helps a lot.
Brian, I thought that was so interesting because he's making the point that it's not just convincing people around the league or their fans. You have to convince people in the locker room because it takes buy-in to play like this. And the very first out of the gate with Robert Covington was against the Lakers, which was a team they were supposed to struggle with the Lakers bigs. And he said it helps. If we had gotten spanked, it would have been a harder sell inside the locker room. What do you make of all that?
I enjoyed watching it. I thought it was an innovative way to go about it. My instinct tells me that it's a trick offense and that when teams get more used to it, that they'll, that was a surprise for the Lakers too. I mean, they knew it was coming, but they hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And that, can you win 4 games in a playoff series playing that way? My feeling is that you can't. And I'm also concerned about PJ Tucker, that he's just going to get worn out. But that's just my instinct. That doesn't mean I'm saying I know that's going to happen. I just, it's just not typical what you see in the NBA.
I've been very critical of D'Antoni, but I have to give him his credit on this one because for the simple fact, he's doing something that I actually agree with. First of all, he's going small. He's spacing the floor with 5 perimeter players, and he has 2 former MVPs in their prime. You're talking about Russell Westbrook and James Harden, people who struggle to guard them one-on-one. So once they get past the first line of defense, it's over with. And we seen that last night. Mm-hmm. Like, if CP3 was on this team, they couldn't do this. But Russell Westbrook and James Harden, he's basically saying, you know what? I'm going to put my best 2 players against whoever y'all want to match and try to stop them. Mm-hmm. You can't. So I'm trying to figure out what teams are going to do to try to slow this offense down. I don't see anyone having an answer for that. Defensively, what can you do? You try to trap James Harden, then Russell Westbrook goes for 40.
Right, but the concern is, I mean, look, I love this, and I saw Mike last night after the game, and one of the things that was nice is that he looked energized, and it has been an up and down 12 months for Mike D'Antoni. He still doesn't have a contract extension. This could very well be his last year there. The CP3 trade there was disagreement within the Rockets organization about whether they should make that deal. It looked like he's like, oh, I got toys now to play in the style that Mike D'Antoni is so good at doing. And I do like the overall that they're maximizing what they have. But the argument, Perk, is they can't defend in the middle and no one's going to rebound. That's the argument.
But they just saying, hey, we're going to outscore you. And my thing is that I blame Rondo for what Russell Westbrook did to them last night because he gassed up Kyle Kuzma the last game that they played. And you can't do that to a guy like Russell Westbrook. He has that Mamba mentality, and Kobe already crowned him with that. I see this working. I don't see nobody stopping him.
Westbrook did look really comfortable.
He looks so great last night. I'm telling you, being there live when Russell Westbrook is firing is so much fun.
The lane is wide open. There's nobody clogging the middle.
He is so much fun to watch. All right, we will talk a little bit more about what happened in the league after the trade deadline. Coming up, D'Angelo Russell receiving a hero's welcome in Minnesota last night. Karl-Anthony Towns there to make it happen. This is really sweet. We'll talk about what we can expect from Russell Towns pairing. Stay tuned. Next on The Jump. Right, there we go.
You're fired.
Yeah, I know. That's it. But it looks good. He's good at it. The award for Best Screenplay went to Stephanie Dolson from Team USA.
That's one of those purse screens right there.
Against Team Canada.
That doesn't seem legal.
That is legal. What you mean?
You can't hit her on the side. You got to square her off.
That's a clean screen.
Take it the other way.
Award for Best Cinematography went to Anthony Davis's Chewing Gum.
Oh.
Looks like an homage to the trash bag scene in American Beauty, remember?
At least he played it off pretty cool, though.
And the award for Best Supporting Actor went to none other than Aaron Baines, who just makes every scene he's in more memorable. So,
are we going to show his blocks, Rachel, while we're showing him getting dunked on?
I'm just saying.
He gets block shots, you know.
Yeah, he do, but I mean, hey, listen, B, when you get dunked on like that in the season, you got to show it now.
Again, Mr. Reality, I respect it.
I'm just saying, I mean, last week we showed, Blake Griffin posterizing me, so, hey.
Right, exactly.
We're not going to do that.
Zaza Pachulia wrote into the show the other day because he was the victim of a distant replay.
It happens.
He's like, why? I was having a good day. Why you got to show it? I mean, it's basketball. All right, let's get back to our Oscars. I want to look at our first category. This is for Best Special Effects, guys. The nominees are John Morant jumping over Kevin Love on December 2nd. Now, he missed the dunk. I'm not sure that matters. You guys can decide. But
it's not a charge if they jump over you.
He did look like he had perfected flight.
He did.
Right? You normally need CGI for that.
He did push off a little bit. He did use his off.
He wants to dunk on people.
Trae Young versus the Nuggets on January 6th. Now he jukes out multiple defenders. This is an array of visual effects. So this is like if he did The Matrix, but without the CGI.
I'm glad you slowed that down because in real time, I had a hard time figuring out what he did.
And he finished the play.
Right?
That was beautiful.
See, Hollywood needs an army of people for this. NBA players just do it themselves. Our final nominees, Zion Williamson, Rock against the Nuggets, January 24th.
What's wrong with you?
That's not special. That's just brute force.
Well,
Oh, my.
it's special.
It is
Can you
special.
do it?
I cannot.
So it's
and neither
special.
can Perk because he just said he can't jump.
So there
he
you go.
playing, volleyball?
Again, when they do like the Marvel movies and they have someone fly through the air,
Good job,
that
Rachel.
requires a special
Good job.
effect.
Good job.
Zion Williamson did it on his own. So, all right. So, of those three, you got John Morant, you got Trae Young, and then Zion.
Right.
Of the things that a human being should not be able to do, you should need a special effect for, but they did it. Who wins? What do you got?
Zion.
Yeah?
I'm predisposed to vote for Zion for anything, to be honest with you. I'm a huge fan of what he does.